about rolling down in the deep. When your brain goes numb, you can call them mental freeze. When these people talk too much with the shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. What you know about rolling down in the deep.
Nama and welcome to this week's vlog. You know, you might tell this old dog is trying to learn new tricks as Dewa is, like a month and a half from going to college. And I want to take this vlog totally in a different direction. And so I'm just trying to learn new things. So thank you for your patience and your practice. And yeah, let's just be fearless. Nah. Well, gotta say, it's a very special thing to build and create and maintain trails and then be able to run upon them and remember all the sacred sweat that went into the creation and the realignment, the rerouting, and just the refurbishing of trails like this. I don't know. Okay. I digress. This is part 2 of happiness versus sacredness. Sacred joy. And it's pretty easy to understand that happiness is temporary. Sadness is temporary. Yet, when we go within and practice the fourth limb of the 5 noble holistic fitness disciplines of holistic fitness, meditation, we begin to understand very clearly that happiness is temporary, and our sacred natural state is one of joy. Sacred joy. And that joy can never, ever be displaced. No matter how angry, how upset, how frustrated, how effed up things might seem, the sacred joy is still percolating, gently simmering right beneath the drama. You know, there's a saying that one of my spiritual teachers taught me. When you're in it, it's a drama. When you hover above it, it's a comedy. When you are able to use meditation for the more expansive, holistic, elevated vision, you look down at what you're going through right now when you're so emotionally invested in stuff, and you're just, oh my God. It's kind of like getting a huge, I don't know, maybe you got paralyzed like me. Maybe you got cancer like so many of my students. Maybe you got hit big time that realigned all of your priorities in life. And you're like, oh my God, I cannot believe I was stressed out about that. That is not even important. If you've been following the vlog, I literally just buried my mom. And yeah, oh my God, caregiver for her when everybody else was just non-present except for the beautiful nurses at Sunshine Gardens in Durango. And I don't know. I guess the reality of her death really hit when we lowered her beautiful bamboo casket into her gravesite. And I was unready to hear the splash of subterranean water And I'm thinking like, oh my God, her beautiful bamboo casket and all the flowers. It's way too messy. And the sudden reality of death for her hit me. And yet, due to years of meditation, I was able to rise above it and look at my family and see her grave and her casket lowered into the earth and feel sacred joy. So the tools for finding sacred joy are all of our natural state is sacred joy. Look at a baby. Those of you that are not parents of human babies, maybe just maybe, you haven't seen the sacred joy that absolutely overrides all of the baby's innate biological and physiological. The strength of their grip strength should not be that strong when they just came out in the room. You can see their past lifetimes flitting across their eyes in their eye movements, their rapid eye movements, like lifetime after lifetime, and then they're going to be incarnated again. And oh my God, it's just the attitude of gratitude and the miracle of just imbibing on the many elixirs on this spinning planet in the suspended galaxy, one of millions. Like, really? Oh my God. Like, how could you not have sacred joy? No matter how freaking tough it gets. And I've been through it all. Like, yeah, and bankruptcies and divorces and, paralysis and all these injuries and stuff. But thankfully, due to my Dharma teachers and my upbringing in meditation, please understand, happiness is temporary. Sacred joy, which is your innate state, is permanent. And when we do our practices and we prepare for when we cannot manage another inhale, whenever that time might be tomorrow, or it might be like my mom, 95 years from now, you know what? That sacred joy is going to be amplified and magnified, and all of your beautiful efforts to go higher, to be kind, to practice, and any effort you put into your inner self will come back 1,000 billion times. And this is what the enlightened ones, not me, this is what my enlightened teachers have taught me. Does that make sense? Questions, comment below. Alright, so what have I done here? I'm looking at the video again. Oh yeah, now I have I did the initial 400 vertical feet climb. Now I'm coming up onto the final climb to the water tower. These are the trails that I manage, and I manage also the property, the gardens and everything here. So, yeah, nama, and enjoy the rest of the run.